Hi everyone, I'm Jason Crandell. I want to talk about a topic that I find very interesting, and that's the notion of opening the heart within yoga. And I find very often that when people are talking about opening the heart in yoga, they're talking about it in multiple ways, right? They're talking about it, and I'm going to limit it to two things. One, as a physical region, so the physical region of the heart, and then two, as an emotional or an energetic construct, okay? And I find more often than not that there's an association between opening the heart, both as a physical region and as an emotional construct. It's associated with, so often with back bends. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I want to give you another perspective that I think is important to consider, which is first, if we're talking about heart as a physical region, we have to remember the heart as a physical region is not one-dimensional. It's not two-dimensional. It's three-dimensional. So as a physical region, we want to consider opening not just the front, which is actually, in my experience, a pretty physically imbalanced experience, but we want to open the sides and we want to open the back of the heart as well. So again, that's dealing with it as a physical region. So we can open the sides with all sorts of things. We can open the sides with deep side bends. We can open the back with shoulder openers and forward bends and restorative poses where we allow ourselves to stretch the back region of the heart, that space between the shoulder blades. Okay, so physically we want to say, oh, can I treat this as the three-dimensional region that it actually is? And then I want us to think the same way about emotional construct, right? If the physical region of the heart is not one or two-dimensional, the emotional construct of the heart is definitely not one-dimensional. Definitely not one-dimensional. When you think about you or your loved ones and your heart connection to them, it isn't just one-dimensional. There's a lot of depth and a lot of layers to it. So I want to suggest that that's another way where we can really consider, oh, well, maybe rounding forward and covering the front and opening the back is another way to access our emotional body. Another example, and this is personal, but I'll just tell you, as an emotional construct, my heart, if you will, feels most open when I feel grounded and when I feel calm and when I feel safe and secure and when I feel most content. And that often doesn't just come from pushing this stuff forward, but it comes from laying over a bolster or doing a long series of forward bends or resting my head and actually allowing myself to feel physically and energetically like the heart's deep in there and it's soft and protected. It's not pushed forward and overexposed. So I don't want to diminish the quality of heart openers as opening the front body, but I want us to really think about this in more three-dimensional, more rich terms, because I think that different people are going to find an access to this region physically and emotionally in different ways. So we shouldn't think about it in oversimplified terms. Okay? Hopefully that's going to help you in your practice, and take care of yourself.